Hey guys, it's Advija Coastal Magnolia. Hope you are well today wherever you are. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. I am working with a really blank slate today. This is just a piece of scrap plywood. I don't really have a plan. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do and what I want to make out of this and what I want to use. Sometimes I just kind of go with the flow and just create as I go. So sometimes when I'm in my creative process, I don't talk during my video, which is, I know, probably kind of annoying. So for the majority of this video, I'm probably going to be doing a voiceover because I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do yet. So just follow along and see if you become inspired. So this really is the shape of this. I actually shaped this on purpose. It does look like an angelfish. I had a lot of fun with the angelfish that I made last time. This is a cutoff from a rectangle piece of wood. I had cut a circle out of a piece of wood, and this is what I was left with. So it's a perfect shape. I did shape the front of it. You know, I edged it and cut it out. I sanded it really well. I do need to put some paint on it to seal the wood, and I need a tail. So I'm gonna let's go out to my shed and find a little piece that I can attach for a tail. Let's go do that. All right, so this is a box of cast-offs that I had, and I don't really ever throw pieces of wood away because if I just need a simple tail, this is where I can come. So thinking I'm just going to use this one. I know it's ugly, but I just need a small piece. Maybe that looks like a fish there. Little fish. Okay. So I'm going to sketch it out and then cut it out with the jigsaw. All right, this is going to be, probably cut that off. I could just kind of go with the shape it's already in, and then maybe curve it a little bit. So I just found this piece, and I'm wondering about just doing like that. I think I like that better. I'll use this for something else. Okay, so I'll attach it into his back. Got a little scrap piece of wood here that I'm going to use as the anchor. So the tail will get attached, and then the anchor will get attached like that. And so this is what you see from the back. So I'm going to attach it first, and then I will sand it all. All right, so there's our fish. Let's go inside and get it painted. All right, this is going to be a really good base. Cardboard. Let's do the edges. I'm always forgetting to do the edges. All right, gotta let that dry. What I'm gonna do on here is a simple swipe with let me click this on. 2 Dollar Tree colors. This is deep blue and teal. And those are the only two colors I'm gonna do on here, except for my white, which is gonna be my swipe color, and I'll explain what's in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and mix my deep blue and my teal in cups, and I'm gonna mix enough for a second project that I'm probably gonna do today. And so these 2 cups, and I'm going to mix 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol. So just for example, if you use 1 teaspoon of paint, you're going to use 2 teaspoons of Floetrol. Of course, I'm going to mix a lot more than that. That's what it means, 2 to 1, or 1 to 2. 1 to 2. And I don't measure, I eyeball it. So a 1/4 cup, roundabout, 1/4 cup of this blue, and I don't measure when I cook either, but, well, I do sometimes, not all the time though. And then this one's really thick, and a 1/4 cup of this one. That's why I think this one's probably already mixed up with something, but it's not gonna hurt anything. It's my hotel cups. All right, and then probably have a little bit more in there than I need. And look at how gorgeous this cup is. Look at those cells already. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. That's why I'm thinking this one probably already has Floetrol in it. And I reuse my sticks too. There's no sense in using them one time. Let it dry, you reuse it. If you need a little bit of water, add water. This one actually is fine. See how it's really, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. So see how it's just running off the spoon or the stick like warm honey? That's what you want. If it's not doing that, then you might need to add some water. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this one. Perfect. And you don't have to use Floetrol. This is American Floetrol. You can buy it at Lowe's, you can buy it at Home Depot. It's about, I don't know, $16 a gallon now. And it's a paint additive. Professional painters use this to extend the life of the paint. It gives it a good Floetrol. But it helps the paint flow a little bit, helps it last a little bit longer. And we get really good sales with Amsterdam titanium white, 1 part to 4 parts Floetrol. And then I add about 6 drops of silicone. And the silicone that I use is Super Lube. And I think this is probably what I use on my sewing machine too. It works really great. But I add about 6 drops. A little bit of stir. You don't have to stir. I did add a little bit of water to that. So my swipe paint is the only one with silicone, and it is a 1 part paint to 4 parts Floetrol. And I've had this mixed up already. I'm going to drizzle and then swipe. And I'm going to swipe with a paper towel. And I'm just going to kind of do that in the middle first and then do along the sides. You want your paper towel to be wet. Having it moistened just helps the paper towel to not absorb so much of the paint. All right, So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start layering my paints down. Make sure you go to your edges. You know what I need? Do you remember my ornament jig? I'm going to use it today. Because I want to catch these drips. Okay. Okay. All right, now, let's get this paper towel. Oh, geez. Stinks. This is my swipe. Remember, this has silicone in it, okay? I'm going to censor myself a little bit here and do a voiceover because I just said a few choice words, so I don't want to offend anybody, but I didn't put enough paint right there towards the back of the fish, and you want enough paint so that when you do the swipe with the white that you have something for the paint to flow onto. Down very gently. Swipe. Wow, that's really pretty. Look at that. Love it. I love it. Let me just do a little bit right there. Ooh. Let's see if I can tilt it a little bit. just feeling it. Go right there. Once I knew that the paint was dry, I mixed up a big batch of resin. I'm using Let's Resin. This is more of a thin set, and I have a lot of it, so I just decided to mix up a big batch. And I'm going to end up resining a couple of fish that you can see on my table there. And what I'm doing is just applying a thin layer with my stick, and then I'm going to rub with my hand. Now, remember, I do have silicone on that white swipe paint, so let's see what happens and how this turns out. Because, you know, silicone will repel resin, so I've got silicone in the white paint. I don't have silicone in the other colors, but I have silicone in the white paint. And even as I'm applying this really thin layer of resin, I can see the fisheyes already starting to happen. So I'm a little bit nervous. You know, I knew this might be a problem when I put the silicone in the white paint, but I have faith. I have faith. I'm going to trust the process. Trust the process. Let's see what it turns out to be. Look at this. Look how cute. Look how well this turned out. So again, I have fish eyes in the resin, but it adds to the texture. It really, really does add to the natural fish scaly texture. It's really super shiny. I really love it. See his eyeball?